Hello YouTube, Dave here again. So just yesterday I did a video about my issues with, or my experiences, I'm not going to say issues, my experiences with Dungeon Masters Guild print-on-demand service. And one of the things that I mentioned at the end of the video is that I had some difficulties receiving some of my items. And that they are looking to make some changes. One of the biggest issues was that they were sending things from the United Kingdom instead of printing orders for Canada inside of North America, which they have a U.S. printer. So that's all being worked on, which is great. They did process, because it was overdue, they did process my rule cyclopedia as not delivered. So we'll see if this may be the actual book itself. If it is, I'll contact them, because they haven't it hasn't been printed or sent out yet. So I can contact them if this is what it is. Now, I did also order some other products from DM's Guild at the beginning of March, so there is a possibility that that's what's in here instead. I'm hoping it's the Rule Cyclopedia. I really want it to be the Rule Cyclopedia, and if it is, I can cancel the request. But we'll see what's in the box. So I already blacked out, like, my phone number was on there, my last name and address, stuff like that. I don't really want to have that stuff be public, so that's all blacked out. I don't see any other information that could cause any issues here, so let's just go ahead and open right up. So it's either the Rule Cyclopedia, or I did also order the Creature Catalog, as well as the Shady Dragon Inn, which hopefully they'll ship those in the same package. So it could be that, because it is within the time frame for that to arrive. But let's have a look and see. And that's exactly what it is. So it is the Creature Catalog and the Shady Dragon Inn. So it is not the Rule Cyclopedia, which is kind of disappointing. I was really hoping to get that, but that definitely got lost. So I do have the Creature Catalog for the D&D Basic Rule Set. So let's just have a quick flip through here. It's a little bit roughed up on this one corner, but not enough that I would consider it to be any sort of issue. And then we have here, just on the back of the book, it says, Creature Catalog. Lurking behind these covers are 150 of the most ferocious, wondrous, and challenging creatures of the D&D game. This new Creature Catalog revises and expands on the older product of a similar name, which it replaces. The perfect companion to the D&D Rule Cyclopedia, which I'm still waiting on, the Creature Catalog updates old monster descriptions, provides information compatible with the new Rule Cyclopedia, develops monster background information, and includes new creatures and old fiends from the very best D&D adventure modules. With the Creature Catalog, a Dungeon Master can find the right monster to challenge any adventuring party from first level on up. And as it says here, covers and illustrates over 150 creatures not included in the Rule Cyclopedia, contains an updated D&D creature index, and features new wilderness encounter tables suitable for all levels of play. It's got the TSR logo on there. And it's funny, they even actually did the prices, so it's really cool that back in the day this would have been $18, and I don't think I spent much more than that. I mean, these two things together were 30 something, so it's still pretty comparable. I like that. It's got the barcode there. It just says Creature Catalog on the spine. So we'll just have a quick look through, and we'll just kind of see what things are in here. I'll do an actual video of this in more detail later on. But it does have an aquatic beholder. It has the brownie. So let's just have a quick look through at the artwork. So this is a full color scan. So they did utilize black and white artwork back in the day. And this looks really nice. I really like this. I was kind of hoping to get the Rule Cyclopedia first, because I would have much preferred that. But we got our aquatic beholder there with his little crab claws, which is cool. Brain collector. That must be the brownie there. It's a great cat. The choker. That is an interesting choker artwork. So this is really cool. So like I said, I'm going to do a more thorough video of this at a later point in time. So I'm not going to focus too much on this one yet, but I just wanted to sort of give you guys an idea of how this looks. So yeah, it's, like I said, unfortunately it's not the rule cyclopedia that I was really hoping for. But it is something to go along with it. So when I do get the rule cyclopedia, I will have the creature catalog to go along with it. So that is really cool. Always looking to expand my collection of like D&D basic materials. And this is D&D basic as well. I couldn't remember when I ordered this if it was for the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons game or if it was for the D&D basic game. And sorry, there is a little bit of glare here, but a friend of mine has this, and I got to look through it, and it was such a cool looking supplement that when I saw that it was available for print on demand, just a few bucks, it's like, yeah, I got to pick that up. It just looks so cool. So just read the description on the back here. So it says the Shady Dragon is a is a set of pre-generated characters for use with the Dungeons and Dragons game. This player's aid comes in two parts. Each character appears in the first section devoted to his or her character class, then appear again in the second section as members of a party. As a DM or as a player, you may use either or both sections. Over 100 characters await you. Each character has a brief biography that will help you create backgrounds for PCs or NPCs as needed. Also included is a rough physical description, a list of items owned by each character, and a list of items owned by each character. The Shady Dragon Inn also contains D&D game statistics for those special characters who are presented by figures in the D&D and AD&D toy line. This provides a tavern setting from which players may start adventures or gather party members. And I can't help but feel, yeah, so it even says down here, so this player's aid is for use with Dungeons & Dragons Expert Set, which continues and expands on the basic rules. 1983, so this came out the year I was born, which is pretty cool. This one here, I think this was in the 90s. Yes, this was 1993. So let's just again have a quick flip through here. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail just because, again, I want to do a separate video on this. But you've got here fighters, magic users, clerics, thieves, dwarves, elves, and halflings. So I'm actually just going to flip right through, and I want to check out some of the elves because I want to see what level they're at. But just sort of a brief idea. And so it does give, so if you're wondering here, it has like artwork with each one's, just like these outlines with their numbers, corresponds with the number up here. So we got 57 is Roderick the Converter, and so 57 is in a separate piece of art. Okay. See if I can, whoops. And he must be, yeah, so he's one of the clerics. So 57 was, let's just have a quick look and see if we can find him here. So 57 is this guy right here. So that's him there. That's the Converter. So that's pretty cool. Again, the hardcover feels, not the hardcover, but the cover feels really nice. And here are the maps themselves. So I believe these were fold-out maps in the original printing. Now that's one of the downsides with the print-on-demand is that if you have like the fold-out maps, they have them as scans, but they're not the full fold-out. So like on the back there, you would see sort of the rest of it. I'm not too worried about that. I still think that this is, you know, a great product. You can still use the maps relatively easy. Then you got like the top floor here, which is cool. Yeah, and so we have, so these must be the special characters. Now, I don't think they have too many. Oh, these are parties. Hold on. See if we can find the special characters. So the special characters are ones from the D&D toy lines, which is really cool. So this was like LJN, for anyone who's into like video games. LJN did the action figures for Dungeons and Dragons, and it's really sweet to see this here. I would love to get some of the figures, but they do go for quite a bit. I do have the miniature for Warduke though. So Warduke was the evil fighter. Then you have, is it Kellic, the evil mage? Yeah, Kellic, the magic user. So he's an evil sorcerer. And then you've got Warduke, who's the evil fighter. It's just really cool. This is a really cool product, and like I said, I'm really glad to have this. It's really great that these also both arrived in the same box, the same packing or shipping slip that they have here. So this is an order that I didn't have to get replaced, so that's good. And it actually arrived relatively quick compared to the others, but again, with the others I had to report both of them missing or lost or not delivered, so it makes sense that, you know, I wouldn't know what the actual time frame is. So I ordered these back at the beginning of March, and today I believe is March the 28th. Yeah, today's the 28th. So I ordered them probably on the I think they were sent out on the 8th, I believe, or around there. So it was only about 3 weeks to get these, which is really great. They arrived in pretty good shape. I had said that my Elemental Evil Player's Companion arrived in relatively rough shape, and I had ordered that and the Scourge of the Sword Coast adventure at the same time, and they shipped those separately. So I was happy to see both of these arrive at the same time in the same package and in really nice shape. So I'll do more thorough videos on each of these when the opportunity arrives. So it's not my rule cyclopedia, which is a little bit disappointing. I mean, based on like the weight of the box and the thickness of it, I didn't think it was going to be, but you can always hold out hope. So that one's still probably going to be about another month or so, unfortunately, before I get that. But I mean, maybe it was just lost in delivery, and it'll get straightened out and they'll send me the proper copy. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm still kind of holding out hope. But in the meantime, these are two really awesome additions to my collection, and I'm really happy to have them. And like I said, I'll do more thorough videos on them in the future. It'll be easier for me to do so when I get the actual rule cyclopedia to sort of look at the monsters, and I want to get the rule cyclopedia before I do the creature catalog. But I was looking at, I did want to look at the elves right quick, didn't I? Before I go, because I just want to see how many of them are like first level. So there's our dwarves. And there are our elves. So, their descriptions start here. So, Morag the Grim. Wow, he's got up to 5th level spells. Animate Dead. Charm Monster. Wait a minute. Are these elves? Yeah, I don't think those are the elves. There's the dwarves there. Rollo the hammer. Okay. Alright. So it looks like our elves actually start probably after Ulf the Sledge. So here we go. So this is a first level elf. Do they have the experience points? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, just first level spells, hit point 6, hit point 7. Oh, we got a level 3 one here. So level 3, they get up to second level spell. So I was hoping it would show the actual experience point amounts that they have. It's a little unfortunate that they didn't, only because when it comes to their experience point values, like elves in these basic D&D rule sets had to get like 4,000 experience points to reach second level. And it was, I think, 8,000 to get to third, or second, yeah, the third. So, yeah, they were just way behind. But they didn't have the actual XP numbers, just their level, which is okay. Yeah, so like I said, I'll do a separate video for these later on down the road. I mean, I'll probably do one for Shady Dragon Inn within the next week or so. Because that one's going to be relatively easy to do. But again, I kind of want to reserve doing a video on the creature catalog for when I have the rule cyclopedia. because I was hoping to have that first. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're interested in these items, be sure to check out the individual videos for them when I get the opportunity to do so. So thank you guys again very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.